Oh, just gonna give it a few minutes here. Good evening. Good evening. Giving everybody a few minutes to kind of just, get in with me here. Let me know if you can hear me. Oh man. Let's see here. Let's see here. We should be okay. All right, let's see. On the recorder. Okay, we should be good. Let me see here. There we go. Good evening. Good evening. I want to apologize. Yo, shout out to my guy Jay on the live and on the phone, answering my text messages. So thank you for that. As you can see, I have the mic set in. We had a little issue with the camera. So I'm using the laptop tonight. We're gonna stay live on the laptop itself. So again, forgive me. Everything kind of just shuffled around last minute. So it's all right. We are gonna manage, right? God's plan. Thank you all for tuning in with me tonight. My TikTok is on pause. I apologize for that. Good evening, everybody. Everybody, good evening. This is my first time on live, as you guys know. So we're hiccuping. Much love from Colorado. Shout outs to my girl. I love her name. I got send me your information on Instagram. Cavassier. That's how I say it because I just think of the brand, the liquor. So shout outs to her. She was tuned in from earlier this afternoon. She made sure she's in Central Time, 6 p.m. over there. So shout outs to y'all for making sure. I'm lying. It's 8 p.m. It is Pacific Time, 6 p.m. So you already know it's the end of the day. It's been a long weekend for all of us. I hope you all enjoyed the 3-day weekend. Happy Labor Day. I don't know if it's happy, but blessed to be able to have labor, right? I saw a joke this morning. It said, shout outs to all the women who gave live today. And that really made me laugh. It made me smile because that was a little joke. So shout out to the women who gave birth today, or in general, period. Okay, that's how I pronounce it. All right, I got that. So this is my first time live. And I'm doing both at the same time, So just to be easy, and I'm not getting any red flags, I'm not playing any music in the background right now. And again, the camera, we're a little dark. Maybe if I turn on, let me see. Maybe that'll help. Oh yeah, that helps. So we can lighten the mood, I had the lights on behind me. We'll keep them on just because this matches the aesthetic. So for those of you who have been following me for many years, I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart from the beginning. 2014, I begun my journey. And I actually have a picture of what my second album cover was, Your Favorite Fat Femme C. You know what I'm saying? That was literally my second album. First album was Cassette Dreams. Third album I have hardcover. If you have this album, hold on to it to dear life because it doesn't even exist on digital platforms anymore. This is the album that caused the name change. We're just taking a couple steps back to be able to move forward. But this is the album that caused me to go from Lady D, 300 and something pounds there. You see that? To Lady Pun, So ultimately, that is the big question always. What it ties back to in the hip hop world is pun, and To clear the record, I feel like it's only right, and I say it respectfully. Decline the ad. I say it respectfully. No, I am not related to Pun in any way, shape, or form. I am the same age as his children, to be honest with you. However, it is it felt dire to me, not only changing my name, I changed my lifestyle, losing 175 pounds. So when I went through a copyright issue with this album, somebody had copywritten Lady D a couple of weeks before me. So ultimately, in the music world, they won that battle. Now, in changing my name, I got the heads up from Polo. From He's an A&R with Def Jam at the time. I used to rap only English and rap only Spanish, so I kind of just mixed it in with his idea, like, yo, why don't you do like a Spanglish, like Pun used to do it, like Lady Pun, and shot me the wink, like, roll with it. And unbeknownst to me, not really scared of what repping the name really brought with it, but for me, it was keeping the culture alive. Unfortunately, with the younger generations, there are very few young individuals who know who Big Pun was. One, two, not just hip hop, but our culture. Hip hop, our culture, New York City in general, what it is to be a New York Rican, and ultimately just keeping the positivity in the music. If Pun was losing the weight because he wanted to live. We know that famous line. Unfortunately, he did not get that chance. So being a woman who he empowered, who he enlightened, who he made a way for just as a Latina, as a Latino period in the hip hop world, being from Brooklyn, him being from the Bronx, it built a big bridge. So it was only my way of respectfully just paying my respects to the name, to the culture, and I will always answer this question in the most respectful way. It does not upset me. I've been doing it under Lady Pun for 5 years now, and keeping the image positive, keeping the image educated, and just being the change that we wish to see. So, let me scroll in here, see who we got coming up. Colorado's in the house. We got Florida in the house. We got Brooklyn in the house. I got Jersey in the house on this side, So I just, again, thank you for tuning in. And this is just gonna be an intro. Go to a job, or when you go to church, any setting that is new. People like to introduce themselves. So it would be, naive for me to just sit here and think, oh, everybody knows who I am. I'm just gonna turn on the camera and press, hi. This is just my entry, my introduction. This is my first time, even though I've been doing music for over a decade. I've been doing my real short and sweets every morning for 3 years now. Tune into that across all platforms between 7:30 and 8:30 in the morning. I always motivate you, give you positivity. I give you scriptures. I give you life lessons, don't speak on anything that I haven't been through myself personally. And I'm always looking for input and experience from other people. So this platform is not just for me. This is just the first episode. The pilot was what we're going off of, unscripted. This isn't reality TV. This is honestly just me and my sticky pads, me and my notepads. And if you guys saw the little introduction commercial I did, it was kind of cute. I'm learning. There is no greater way to learn than to do things yourself, right? DIY. Much love, Bishop. Drive safe. Back to New York from Orlando. That's crazy. I'm in Orlando. So drive safe. The real short and sweets make my day. Thank you, Kavase. Thank you, Queen. That's love. I have a lot of individuals, you guys keep me going. It is not hard um to be consistent. That's probably the hardest part for most people, is waking up and being consistent. I could make excuses, as I have with other things, as we all have. But honestly, my real short and sweets, you guys keep me going, because I receive a plethora of messages on a daily basis across the platforms. Just people thanking me for waking up and doing what I do. Okay. My bad. I'm over here juggling. So I've been wanting to start a podcast, multiple podcasts. I've spoken with, many individuals in reference to ideas, what we want to do in brainstorming. Even my sister-in-law, we have something coming for you guys too in upcoming times. Right now it's just God's been speaking to me in so many ways the last couple of weeks. And I've just been moving by, daily listening to him, focusing in my silence and listening to what it is that he's telling me to do. And my podcast has been sitting on the back burner for about 6 or 7 months, even before I moved here. But I knew I had to be 100 settled in Florida, which I have been now. We're going on 8 months now. And thank the Lord I am where I am. I have what I have. My children are safe, healthy, happy. My father is here as a blessing. And we just take it day by day. But now is the time. He told me 3 days ago, do it. What's the difference between today versus tomorrow? And when I tell you that I had about 7 different names for this podcast, I promise you, and they're all good. I want to say 7, maybe 3. I had about three names, and they were all very, very, very good. And that one just came to me, and it came to me just like that, with the number 2s tomorrow, today. So I'm just doing what my heart generally is telling me to do, and this is what I feel is a platform to bridge my music and my real short and sweets. I wanted to create a space for all, not just women, for men, anybody, 16 plus, just to be safe and end the weekend and start the week. So I will be doing this Friday nights at 9 p.m. and Monday nights at 9 p.m. And I hope, everybody who tunes in, my apologies. We're going to have the same conversation ending Friday night and opening Monday morning. What is it that you want to happen? What do you want to change in your life within the next 30 days, 2 weeks? It's just conversing about, some people say manifestation, whatever it is you may call it, but really just putting your goals into a different perspective. I'd like to be here not only to get my goals checked off of the list, but to help other people along the way. People who have been through what I've been through, what I'm going through, what they're going through. Just me voicing my opinion, my experience, my healing. Because I promise you, baby, when we get to those conversations, there will be plenty of healing that I have healed from, that you're probably going to be like, there's no way how. So, I'm an artist, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a business owner, I am a mother before anything. If you know me well enough, you know that I have 4 beautiful children, my fantastic 4, and we just be chilling. You know what I mean? So there's always something to talk about. I love food. I cook. Again, follow me on all platforms. If for some reason you don't already, now I know there are some people who have YT, who don't have TT, who don't have IG. You know what I mean? So I get it. But again, thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the randoms. This is literally, I'm just starting my 30 days of consistency. So that's my deal. With God, that's what he whispered in my ear, like today. I've been saying this for like 3 or 4 months. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. And he literally whispered to me, what's the difference between today versus tomorrow? And I will emphasize today versus tomorrow. I literally wrote it down on the sticky, and I was like, that's it. What's the difference? This is my little area. This is my office, my library. Got my maps. I have pictures everywhere else. This is like my little comfort corners. And I was like, you know what? My little LED lights, and we're chilling. Safe space. God is amazing. I was baptized in February of this year. I have been following the Lord for a year and a half now. And it's a daily journey. It's a daily journey. May the Lord forgive me for my sins and the days that I fail him. If you haven't listened to my music, you already know, Lady Pun. I'm rocking the shirts. These are the shirts that were last put on order. I forget that the camera's opposite, right? With the gold tags. I did have a couple of orders for those. If you didn't order these, you probably ain't getting them again. So I might have one more order of these. Let me double check with the warehouse. And then we'll go from there. But I have a new design coming out. I have a new logo. And just looking to end the quarter strong, So I will be going live every Monday night at 9. We'll talk about how your weekend went and how your week started off. Mondays are days off for me. I work for myself by the grace of God. So I make sure Monday, when the kids go back to school, mommy got a day off. So I'm usually here in my office where you see me right now, handling my marketing, handling my voicemails, my emails, my bills. Um, you see my happy balloon? I don't know if you guys can see it. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Okay, happy balloon up there. Um, my favorite movie is Forrest Gump, and if you know, technically in the movie, Forrest created the happy face logo. It's not true, but in the movie it is. So for me, it is. So yeah, I want this to be a space for you guys to be able to, yes, praise God, God all the time. All glory to God. Without Him, I would not be here. I would not be me. It was written long before I arrived. I'm just grateful to still be here. Um, Stilo, thank you for tuning in. Perfect name, thank you. And again, you guys are all individuals who tune into me on a daily basis. You know, it. There are days where I hard. It's hard just to. It's just hard. We all know we've been there. And I get on my knees and I speak with the Lord. And before I walk out this house, I'm in a whole new energy. But sometimes it's not that easy. And if I don't turn on my phone and read and interact, that's really what uplifts me on days. So I want to be able to give you guys that same energy back, not just in my sweets, real short and sweets, not just in my music, but for the first time in a decade, be able to actually give you guys this access to me without having to, I don't know, pay for subscriptions. Ain't no OnlyFans, ain't no, like, I don't understand. You guys have already supported my career for the, for the decade getting here. I'm trying to make it as free as it could possibly be. There's, I haven't done the go live on TikTok for 30 days yet, maybe starting today, but I haven't even reached, I don't know what the gifting is. I don't know. I have to learn a whole new language. So bear with me as, we start this journey. I thank you for being a part of all of it from the beginning to the end. For those who came in the end, for those who came in the middle, for those who've been here since 2014, you know, talk to me, ask me questions, something you would like to see, something you don't necessarily see. And I didn't want to do, um, again, the podcast is coming. I didn't want to do this section as a podcast because I honestly feel like the interaction is really what I'm looking and I would like to do. This is my way of interacting rather than, just responding on your guys' comments and thank you and likes and all that. You know what I mean? So I really want to be able to have time set for us where you and I can get on and, boom, we talking on this day. You know what I mean? Friday nights, 9 p.m. No matter what you doing, you know what I mean? Tune in. I'm gonna be on. You never know what I'm doing. It's never really planned. I live my life the way God wants me to. Whatever He tells me to do, I do. I am structured in my home. My children, silence. You hear nothing, not a peep. Maybe my dad somewhere over there talking, but you rock. Hang on one sec. One second. Please hold. Here. Okay, so hey, my bad. So I'm juggling screens. Please forgive me. Beautiful. Thank you, love, for tuning in. I'm so sorry. I just saw. Thank you for the guest, Medu. Is that my Prieta? Prieta, is that you? If that's you, let me know. Because I don't know. I only know one Medusa PR. Let me know. Okay, Jawi. Yes. Good evening. I was like, wait a minute, who's that? I'm trying to catch up. So yeah, I froze. I did froze. The internet was having a little slowdown call, so we're getting that figured out. Thank you, my love. Thank you for the hearts. I'm learning this again. I don't have any experience. Ew, I can't believe I just did that. I'm so sorry. That was so ratchet. Note to self. I gotta catch. Oh man, that's funny. Y'all heard my little project clap? Yeah, I'm not doing it again. So yeah, I'm learning. I'm taking my notes. I don't have. I'm literally writing on my sticky notes. I was gonna bring a notebook, but I didn't. So note to self: don't clap tongue. That's crazy. I just was out here like I was sitting on a stoop eating some barbecue wings. Do y'all remember that? How old are we here? Project clap, right? You How old are we here, yo? Salute, Jose. Salute. Blessing. And yeah, let's take a vote here. This is fun. See, this is what I mean. I just said clap my tongue and everybody like project clap because you understand. How young are we? I just turned 36. I just turned 36 July 27th. So happy birthday to all my Leos. We just finished our season. It is Virgo season, but I got two Virgos, so it's all good. Everybody looks great, my love. You guys. Thank you, my love. Thank you. Thank you. El YouTube se me dañó because my camera messed up, so I'm using the webcam for now. But next week, for July 18th. Ooh, you a Cancer. I bump with you heavy. I bump with you heavy. Yup. I know Jay. I know Medusa. 54 born on Boynton Avenue, Bruckner Boulevard. Ooh, okay. I see you, Bronx Bully. I see you. Oh, that's another clarification. All love for anybody who automatically be like, yo, BX love. Straight BX love. I promise you. I had a full ride to BMCC. Still turned it down because I'm a Brooklyn girl and I was not taking that 2.5 train ride to the Bronx. So all love to my family in the Bronx. I only pull up to the Bronx for anything that is pun related to show love to the Bronx. Other than that, I'm staying on the other side. But I'm not even there. I'm in Florida right now, so it don't matter. Jose, thank you. You be spitting dope facts. Thank you very much. I try my best, to deliver the messages that need to be heard. Team Leo, 48, feeling like 38. Gang, gang. That Park, all right, Bushwick in the house. I'm 36 and I feel like I'm 26. So I'm with you on that. Because when I'm 48, I'm going to feel like I feel now. Like people card me all the time. Nobody believes I'm 36. But I'm from Brooklyn, Bushwick Avenue. Morris Ave, no doubt. That's love. That's love. March 31st. Oh, yeah, we had that convo, Jay. That's right. You still my guy. Next Tuesday. That's what's up. What's that? The 8th? No, the 10th? My dad's birthday. My stepdad's birthday. Sorry. My stepdad's birthday is the 10th. Crotona Park. Damn. I'll be 50 and I feel like I'm 24. Facts. That's how it is because usually after you eat, you hear me? Can you tell I'm hungry? My pork chops is sitting on the fire. After you hit a certain age and you've already gone through the heartbreak and the stress that life brings you, once you reach that peace, boy, it is priceless. You don't give it up for nothing. For nothing. I won't change it for nothing. I can't. I've tried. They've inquired. But my peace is priceless. The 10th. Yes, I love my peace. Priceless. Priceless. You know what I mean? So, and that's what this is for. This is a peaceful space, you know. I was born in the 19 I was born in 89, so I'm the last of the dying era. But yes, this is a space where I want us just to have a good time, you know. But a good time with purpose. It's not just pointless conversation where people turn on the camera and it's like, oh, then you'll tune into the live and you'll watch it for like the first 10, 15 minutes, hear what they're talking about. You know, I want to give time for people to chime in. But ultimately, the point of the podcast is, the point of the lives are what's the difference between today versus tomorrow. So for me, oh, yay! I don't know. Listen, somebody got to send me a dictionary of what these things mean. Because right now, I look like I got this over my head. But I'm down for all these gifts and I don't know what they mean yet. So I'm learning. Bear with me. Um, Today versus tomorrow. For me, this was my today versus tomorrow. Like I was gonna keep telling myself, I'll do this tomorrow. I have to buy one more thing. I have to do one more edit or have to do one more. And I think Jay is my witness for this. I told him the other day, I was like, oh, I need like two more things before like I actually start. And then God was like, no, like, what are you waiting for? You already have the greatness instilled within you. You already have me backing you up. So what's the difference between today versus tomorrow? And that's something I want you guys, if anything ties to me, the way my real short and sweets tie to me, the way my music, when you hear specific songs, that's me. I want today versus tomorrow to be something that sits in your head so that when you wake up in the morning or if you're having a moment in life where we as women and mothers have to put our womanhood in behind us and our motherhood before us, or our men who are single fathers and have to do the same thing and still provide and protect. or even our families that are doing it together and they go home and have a joint conversation at the end of the day. What can we do different to change our next 30 days? Not just your next 30 days. Ultimately, what can we do to change our life for the better? So what are some negative habits? What are some toxic habits or some toxic people, or not even, it doesn't even have to be negative. Maybe you have some free time. Maybe you have free days. Maybe your kids are already older and they're not younger. What is something you've always wanted to do? So ultimately, this is a space to be able to get you closer to what you want to do. Nothing to do with me, except for me being that motivation, because I'm literally doing something that I've been wanting to do for ages, and I kept putting it on the back burner until God told me what's the difference between today versus tomorrow. And I'm always gonna. That's what posties do, right? Stickies are to remind us. Look, don't clap tongue. Don't clap tongue. Let me hang that up there too. You know. So, and when you guys give me great ideas, I'm gonna do the same. I'm just gonna put it on my sticky board behind me, and that's how we're gonna do it. And feel free. I want you to feel free to reach out to me even after the lives, before the lives. My email was on the descriptions. You guys follow me on social media, Lady Pun on everything. Send me messages if you guys have any ideas, something you want to talk about, or even if you don't want to talk about it publicly, if you feel like you want to have access to me, I am more than willing to make time. Um, yes, yep, both at the same time. I love. I'm on YT as well. It's just the camera is a little off. So yeah, a safe space to be able to manifest and create your dream board, your 369 rule, whatever it is that you call it. Thank you, Jose. Thank you for the roses. I want you just to be able to start or finish your weeks and start your weeks with more positivity from me. So Friday nights at 9 p.m., tune in, start your weekend with me, whether you be getting ready to go out, getting ready to go to bed. Maybe I'll change your mind about going out and, doing something you shouldn't be doing. Matter of fact, stay in, let's talk about something. I'm not going to sit here and force my Christianity on anybody. I speak about my belief. I speak about my spiritual growth, my experiences, and hope and pray that it only enlightens and inspires those. But I will never be sitting here forcing anything down. I respect everybody's beliefs as long as y'all respect what I believe. It's going well. It's going well. You are God sent as well, Jay. You honestly are. I'm battling cigarettes. I always say tomorrow I'm gonna quit, but like you said, what's the difference between today and tomorrow? And you know what? My hat's off to you for that, Stilo, because that's an honest statement right there. My mother's been smoking cigarettes my whole life. My brother smokes. I do not smoke cigarettes. My father does not smoke cigarettes. My grandmother smoked my whole life, so I know how difficult it is. To detach from that. But it also isn't impossible. It would be naive and selfish to say, oh, you can do it without anything. No, it's more of a mental unlock. What I will say to you is give it to God. Just give it to God and be firm with yourself. Know that the decision that you're making is only for yourself. It's not for anybody else. So nobody else can make the decision for you. And that goes for any addiction. Cigarettes and nicotine is a very, 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 very hard addiction to break through. So I will keep you in my prayers and ask that my friends in the chat as well keep you in prayer. It is not impossible. It is not impossible. There are some things at CVS that aren't too costly that help. There are patches. Um, but in all honesty, work out. If you can and you have the option, every smoke, do push-ups, do a sit-up, run a mile, mentally unlock it, kick the urge, fill that urge with something else that isn't toxic. Read a book, you know what I mean? Or write a poem, something that personally resonates with you. Little by little, one step at a time. And again, I'm here if you need to talk. Amen. Jay, I pray for that every day. Alcohol free. Oh man, God is good. God is amazing, because let me tell you something. They think fentanyl and heroin is a bad addiction, man. Alcohol has to be the number one addiction in the world. I'm gonna look that up too, because it pertains to my life directly. So I pray for anyone who is fighting alcoholism, and I pray even harder for those who have been sober for so long, because it is so much harder to stay sober and easier to relapse. So you're even stronger for staying sober. And Stilo, I'm still praying for you too. Like I said, it isn't impossible. Just give it to God, and keep me posted on it too, please. I'm just being. Oh, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate that. Have a good night. Um, I'm trying to catch up here. Sorry, y'all. So yeah, ultimately, addictions are a big deal, and every person is different. Every addiction is different. I can't speak on that, but just know you're in prayers, and if you need to talk to me, I'm here for you as well. And thank you for your prayers as well. I'm always open for that. You know, communication is key. I walk every morning, 450. That is amazing, Jose. 6 years ago, 450. I weighed 220 from walking every day. That's amazing. That's amazing. That is beautiful. Listen, I was 350 pounds. Let me show you. If y'all don't believe me, like I said, if y'all have this album, that's me. Right? Yeah. This is me. That was me in 2017. 2017, that was me. Before I had my boys, before everything, before I lost the weight. So I'm with you on that, Jose. Keep going. That is an amazing testimony. My prayers are with you. Keep staying strong and keep me posted. 220 is amazing. 220 is amazing. God bless you. God bless you. And to anybody, just working on your health, mental health and physical health. I was depressed. I was suicidal. I was everything in the book, So again, I'm only speaking to you from a healed place. I'm not the person that I once was mentally, And it used to be easy to smile, but deep down inside, I was not happy. And it's not like that anymore. And it shows because people tell me all the time, "You're glowing. You look so young. What do you do? What do you put in your face? What do you do?" I wash and go. Wash and go. You lucky if I do my eyebrows. Okay. Brush my teeth, take a shower, wash my hair. I'm going. I'm Puerto Rican. We outside. So that's what we're aiming for right now. Amen. So I'm just doing what I love because I'm able to do what I want to do now. So, we've been on live for a half hour. We're interacting, to me, 6 people here, 17 people over here. That's 23 people that I don't have in real life, nor do you. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to be safe spaces and adult conversations, things we would only want to converse about to be able to better ourselves. Not many people have an understanding of what peace is. Not people, no, I can't speak today. Not many people are willing to sacrifice what it takes to be at peace. And that means people, places, and things, So, and I'm still learning, we all have vices. And the more you long for that growth and that certainty within, the easier it is for those vices to heal. So, one day at a time. Peace is a beautiful thing, indeed. And so yeah, the lives will be on for about 45 minutes to an hour, really just depending because it's a Friday night when we start and a Monday night when we start. So everybody's starting a busy work week on, and Friday they're ending a busy work week. So I want to be able to have both perceptions from you guys. I mean, let's talk Friday night. How was your week? How did it go? What's your plans for this weekend? Boom. And then when Monday night comes in, how did your weekend go? How did your week start? And then hopefully this space will be able to have you looking forward to Friday and looking forward to Monday rather than dreading and dreading, So that's what it's about, at least for myself. And hoping just connect those bridges, you know what I mean? Sean, blessings. Jose, stay away from the bloodsuckers. Oh, all the time. All the time. I've been doing this for 10 years. I promise you, it only gets worse. It only gets worse. But by the grace of God, I learned the hard way. I made all my rookie mistakes in my rookie years. I know who's who. I know who isn't who. And anywhere I go, I'm comfortable. You know what I mean? I've never done nobody no wrong. I've done business great. Even if it's me losing, I've never done any dirty business. So I'm grateful to be here. And yeah, damn, Jay. It is wrestling time. It is wrestling time, right? Monday and Friday, 9 p.m. That's crazy. But I can't do football teams, so I know it's like I was contemplating Sundays, but it is a day of rest for most. We go to church and then it's football. So I cannot guarantee you football season that I'm going to be available here at 9 p.m. on Mondays or Fridays. So I mean, on Sundays. What am I talking about? On Sundays. Monday night football, I'm okay with, unless the Giants are playing. You guys will just have the game in the background. You know what I mean? So that's it. Prayers. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, football season starts Thursday. I'll be connected though. Facts. Facts. You already know, sis. You never included in my statements. You always aparte. But yeah, football season starts Thursday. I wore have a good night, love. I wore my Giants jersey on Sunday, and it wasn't even football Sunday. It was legit fucking. Ooh, sorry. It was legit football, college football, and I still watched like all 5 games while I was cooking, and I had my Giants jersey on. I felt like it was NFL Saturday, Sunday. I was just excited, and I'm like, oh my god, Thursday. It really starts on Thursday. It's gonna be a madhouse, and my boys are finally old enough to enjoy sports. So now they're watching and intrigued. They watched baseball the other day with me, and they know baseball because they know how to catch. They have gloves, they have their bat. They know the concept. They don't necessarily know how to catch with each other yet, but I can throw and they will catch it with the glove. And so he was watching baseball, and I'm like, oh man, I can't wait. Cannot wait for them to really watch football. Don't know if I let them put the pads on because now it's different. We're talking about my babies, and football is hard. And even though they're big boys, I think we might just stick to baseball and basketball right now. But I'll let God choose that. As He chooses everything else in my life, I'm learning. So yeah, safe spaces, positivity across the board. And not only positivity. If for some reason you guys are going through something negative you want to speak about, I'm open to that as well. Let this be a therapeutical space. Let this be just a chill. You know what I mean? Like adult turn on and just vibe. Don't be a stranger even on Tuesday through Thursday, Saturday and Sunday. Again, you will see me in many forms. You'll see the real short and sweets every morning. um every once in a while, sprinkle some food. Every once in a blue, I'll put up just random things that I'm saying. Always positivity, never anything silly, just thoughts that I think of, random thoughts. So I'm really just trying to give you all the sides of me, as I continue healing. Um, and I'm able to heal others just by speaking on life. That's what I'm here for. Motivating others, ask me anything. There will be a segment next week on Monday when I get on here. I'll have my little blackboard, and we're gonna play a game, and we're gonna guess blessings, bendiciones, Luis. We're gonna guess. We're gonna guess our traumas. You know what I mean? Like, have you ever? We're gonna play Have You Ever, the trauma version, but we're healing. Okay, so like, have you ever been cheated on? Have you ever cheated? Like, have you ever dated a friend's spouse? So things like that. So we know what we're healing from. So you know what I'm healing from. Um, Personal questions. I just got my animal control officer license, but every time she was telling me I need experience at a job, can I get prayers that someone hires me so I can? Oh, that's wow. That's the system. Absolutely. Do me a favor, Stito. Send me a message where you are, because I know a lot of people around the world and locally as well. So I might be able to help out with that. Send me a message where you're at, and I will send notification out to a couple people I do know, and I will also keep you in my prayers. And congratulations on getting the license itself. But yeah, it's very backwards. Like, I got the license, but I need experience. Don't you think I would have had the job if I didn't have it? So yeah, have you ever? Let me write that on my sticky note. trauma version. Boom. I also will be having some. Oh, Stilo. See? So I don't forget. It's up there. I got you. I got you. Um, have you ever? And there was something else. You see? ADHD. Thank you, Eric, for the roses. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, does this say I have 10.4 hearts? Okay, I'm getting there. Keep it coming. Yes, like the live. And again, any ideas? Any ideas? Talk to me. I'm literally, I'm winging it. I'm not winging it because it was written. Jesus knows what he's doing. He is not gonna send me on a hunt to do something and then leave me stranded somewhere. You know what I mean? We'll be okay. But all that to say, I am excited for this journey. I'm excited for everybody who was on it with me. I'm excited for all of you and what you are going to motivate yourself to do. You know, um, if you have sticky pads at home in your offices, wherever you're at, grab your sticky pads, write down your notes for me, whatever. Send me pictures of your sticky pads. Like this is my focus, and this is what I wanted it to be. Life is so short. We don't have time. Everything we do is fast. We are in a realm of a 30-second attention span, 15-second attention span. You know, 75% of all of our children now are autistic, So sticky pads are meant for these situations. I need to remember and I need to get it done fast. This highlights importance. So I want you to use your sticky pads and write down something that you want to do, because what's the difference between today versus tomorrow? And we'll tune in every Friday at 9 p.m. and every Monday at 9 p.m. And that's pretty much it. This is the entry pilot. Go back and watch it. You can see what we're going to be talking about. Yes, thank you, thank you. We got homework. Absolutely. We taping. Salute, my love. Thank you. Um, Thank you for providing a great space and have a wonderful weekend. Thank you, Queen. You as well. Thank you for tuning in. I'm holding back my tears from joy. Love, love. You guys are gonna make me cry. I'm praying right after this. I prayed right before. I'm gonna pray right after this. I promise you, because this has been very enlightening for me. And yes, thank you for your support. Salute, blessings always. Support is free. You know how I feel. Um, it also is helping me work on my vocabulary, on my little stuttering. If you don't know me well enough, every once in a while I'll get a little stuck, you know. So it helps me. So again, you guys are my safe space as well. I wouldn't be able to do this if you guys didn't give me the comfort and the support to know that, you know what, I know that what I'm doing has purpose and it is meaningful because the Lord told me. But there are also people around the world who are faithful and reminding me of who I am. So again, I thank you everybody for tuning in, for taking the time just to have this conversation with me, the patience with the viewing, and just learning as we grow together. And let this be, the first stepping stone for us to really start building our brick house. You know, everybody is welcome. There is no judgment, and hopefully, in the future, the plan is to make these um, virtual meetings back into something in real life. So I travel a lot. I travel a lot. And as we get to know each other more and the fan base rises, as I travel, I'll be announcing where I'm at. And we could do these same lives, except I'll have, like, say if I'm in New York City, one Friday night or one Monday night, and I'm like, you know what, I gotta go live. I'm with a couple of people. I'll be live with those individuals as unscripted guests. You know what I mean? So stay tuned. You never know where I'm at. I'm constantly traveling. I keep saying we, like it's somebody. I mean, it's me and God. Me and God. Hold up. We are in Florida. So Orlando, Kissimmee. I'm in Tampa every couple of weeks. I go anywhere. You already know how it is. Support is free as long as it makes sense and it makes sense. So definitely keep tuning in. It's official Lady Pun on all platforms. Please subscribe on YouTube. I'm literally I've had my YouTube for a decade and I've never paid it any mind. Okay. I get on a couple of days ago and I find out that I have 3 out of the 4 checklists checked off, and 90% of people can't even get that. So I'm already ahead of more. Why not just bring the love onto one channel? Let's get to that 3 million watch time because I'm only about 50K away from it. So plenty of time, nothing but opportunity. It takes nothing but consistency, God, purpose, passion, and coffee. I will take all those Dunkin' Donuts gift cards every and any day. But I'm going to end this for you guys now. It's been 47 minutes of live, and I think that's a pretty good time. Um, I think we've covered, or I've covered. I hit the like button for you. Thank you, Queen. Thank you. Like, subscribe, comment, share. As I grow learning, if you guys want to give me any tips or pointers, hey, I'm all open for it. But we're learning as we go, as we did everything else in life, right? So before we get off, just say a little prayer real quick. Dear Lord, I thank you for this time, for this ambition, for this purpose, and allowing me this space where we can all unite and heal and give all glory to you. And I pray that everybody has a safe night, gets home safe, and rests well. And may their tomorrow be full of nothing but blessings. Amen. You guys have a good night. And you already know. I'll see you guys on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, WhatsApp, everywhere at 7:30 in the morning. Support is free. Good night.